All right, very good evening and welcome aboard to the Podium show every single Monday from 10 p.m. to midnight, where we preview and review everything out of motorsport, local scene, African scene, as well as on the international scene on this 13th day of April 2026. Katsawa katsubilenti kuchimucha abatambwidde malidadi sana abakozenga bujo ebirungi nimufuna mwebazi katondera abasaba batuseko n'ebinjibira kwa bete bigwe then abachafunye mu buzibuzibu better so tumusabe atemere kumpenda tsomoko obuzibu obwo tulivinga obulamu obuli better at the Podium on Fufa TV neku 102.1 Fafama every single Monday tuba tuzena bene in the world of motorsport nyogede ko local scene, African scene, as well as on the international scene zekesh, and as well program eno sokubango jirawo no sinziro kubango li across the entire world ngokosa the Fufa media app yoso kubango sanga mo Play Store yo ba mo App Store yo. You'll definitely be able to watch Fufa TV as well as listening to 102.1 Fafama ona usinziro kubango li across the entire world 24 hours a day 7 days a week. That is the Fufa media app abago kubanga mu streaming programs ezibera ko Fufa TV ne ku 102.1 Fufa Fama. Kale welcome aboard nina Aaron Samba producer to mutaginga ko member UMA Uganda Motorsport Marshal Association previously Ramte yako ko driver Constant Racing nendo za producer ne ko ira research ntiono ono nedda kati okumwa accommodating obulungi nayi wako member UMA awatali wabi then na job blower the producer yate no mutaginga ko driver team explode ne tugendo kebira mwaka ibi nga explode noza tuli myaka nga kawumbi nga telebika ko start line bingi man of many hats nebira kale kasema nako yaberenga abuzaako then oluvanyuma atuyongole maswina bingi nnyo ebiri in the out of motorsport and of course actual program again okuba ikomekerezebwa nga to bring us up to speed I've never been in the world of motorsport. Many embali nali kaswa, and yeah, very more coverage. I got lots of uploads about the show from different people. Abanjocha ne banjocha. Ate kati gwe obuzibu oli kati gwali mu organization. Kati nga mwetuulya mwe lyategesekeddwa dda kati nga buno obusamambi tobwetaaga kyobulanga. Twamalira
twawoza. Lwaki tewakulira ddala amateeka?
Bampa ebyajjo oli yantikka kitereke. Kati nenga bwe nakyusize wajja elijja abeere. Nengamba Mungu ageze. Kale Aaron, sobuze kutwala abatuuliza.
Abatulaba mwenna ku Fufa TV. Abatuuliza ku 102.1 Fufa FM. Sanyu jerere bwe tufisa akadde ne tubaako wano ku mpewo za Fufa Media Services nga twogera ku muzannyo gwe tusinga okwagala nga ffe ogwe motokazi empaka. Nebaza management tuwanga kisagano. Si kyangu okumuntu otuwanga airtime wa 2 hours a week. We really appreciate. Nyongera okusanyukira awamu nammwe abafunye ebizibu, abafunye ebirungi mu wiiki eno. Natera sinema kunakuwalira awamu nammwe abafunye ebizibu wiiki eno. Mwami Haji Abdukatete yafiirwako omuzadde. George Semakula oba famire ya Katende yaviirwako sister waabwe Edith Katende yali ava mu famire eyo. Duncan Katumba Mufumbiro, yes, yali ava mu famire ya mwami Godfrey Katende. Basemakula Migero bonna abo kojja taata basenga sister bonna bali abo bangi. Then Duncan Katumba nawudde ku mawulire tafiiriddwako sister we. Mukama Katonda amwenna abagumye yateesa era yajjawo abagumye abayise mu kaseera kano kemutamu akakazigizigi. Tubasaba mugume mute mu kaseera kano kemutamu.
Kale jo
nange tusokusasira kwange eri family ya Katete. Katete n'abaana nga kyali kitalo ekya taata ne jjajja. Semakula and family, and of course ne Danko kyali kitalo. Nsaba Mukama abagenzi abawumuza emirembe abasonyiwe ebyabasobako. Mwenambala musizannyo mugyebaleko mukulike wiiki gye tukubye mabega n'ebirungi bye mufunyemu byonna kirungi nnyo gye muli nti mutwala akadde ne mutulaba nga twogera ku motorsport wano ku Fufa FM oba Fufa Media House. Mbakulisa yaba badde Croatia ne gyonna gye mwabadde bibadde bitambula. Tujja kuba tubyogerako wano nawali nabadde mu zi training ezabaddeyo. Mujja mukulikayo naye nga mwenna balamusiza nnyo. Tujja kwongereza okwo.
Kale, we will talk about that and more in the course of Joy Good of Croatia, and a very, very difficult week for Hyundai. Why? Because Thierry Rally amuvudde mu ngalo. But number two, we'll talk about later on Musheno. You get the demise here, and it's 3 years since Craig Breen yavambula mbwenseno ate yali team Hyundai. Kale, of course ne wano ku Fufa House, Federation of Uganda Football Associations, the president, Engineer Honorable Moses Magogasim, yavirwako mama we last week, and Barrio was in Bukede. Personally, I made it that side, and of course, very many week about a very difficult week, because that's the same week we did Abdukatete, the museum Zeiwe, and Danko Barry about there yesterday. So bonabona abaviridwa akabantu baabwe, then nebitatambulidde bulungi tusaba Katonda abeerenga abagumya abeerenga awa emyoyo gy'abagenzi ekimuli ekyemirembe, then of course n'abasigadde omundu abeerenga abagumya, then of course in terms of work or business Mungu abeerenga abakwatirako bibatambulire bulungi. Kale over yesterday wabaddeyo the Kabaka birthday run, and yeah, people did attend. I think it's a the 1 kilometer
mile. Kabaka mile, Royal Mile.
The Royal Mile. Abantu labinga
Bapaying the red.
Yeah. Producer Rolex Fana Niecho and Fufa TV no 1.1 Fafama. baagaliza Ssaabasajja Kabaka Ronald Muwenda Mutebi owookubiri amazaalibwa amalungi 71 years
and counting
ez'obuto wangala ayi Ssaabasajja Kabaka Ronald Muwenda Mutebi. Kale away from that tandise ne training gyajogeddeko eya association erondoza oli member wa association eyo oli omu ku abo members aba association eyo omujjuvu membership olisasula nategeddeko mwina okulonda mu maaso awo akakiiko electoral committee mwagironze nayagala okusagisingenyera Job Brewer ne bagamba oyo ayina teyalimu negamba kale electoral committee nalabako mukulu Byron Gomoka nabako mukulu Shemisenke Tuka ne council Davis
Karashane alinaitwe
ate naleyo ne mumbala motor club
bamuwadde owa general secretary
GS but tulina omuntu omutuufu mu committee. Then of course elections zijja kuba on the 16th of next month. Notice alaba efuluma 24th. Wadde interim committee kati bagenda kube interim committee badde kulya mukulu Cedric Buzabo vice wabadde Emaru technical nga ye Joseph Kamya then kubaddeko treasurer Nkulu Richard Sengendo Zawade General Secretary, the interim. Tugendera maaso osanga report but for our role was very simple. See the transition process, get into elections, then have a fully fledged new committee.
Maaso ekigambo transition ekyo nja kusaba okinyonnyole.
Tujje wano otuuse wano. Tujje mu bino byetulimu otuuse wano. That is what is specific. Era balindooza committees ziri mweziri mu constitution yazo and they will outlined. So babadde training. Joe, you happen to have been in the training?
No, I didn't go for the training.
The training ya ASMOCU yabaddeyo. It was a second, by the way. Second producer sort of kubifaananya ebyo. Naye yasooka ali ku Carroll House. This was niyabadde okwongera okurefreshing abantu about first aid n'ebirala, and there are some of the members asobola okuba nga babeerayo. Producer atwaddero wa third ASMOCU organizes first aid refresher training, and Aaron, these and more are some of the ways to go to better the sport.
Aaron, yes. Kindly explain what ASMOCU stands for in full.
ASMOCU ekibiina ekigatta abasomi ba map mu motoka z'empaka, Association of Motorsport
Code Drivers
Uganda.
Ngawo ulya URDA
ekibiina ekigatta abo abazisoma
abaziyita
in the cockpit. So ekibiina ekyo, and I think ebimu ku bigendererwa byaffe kugezaako ku liftinga welfare ne okuyongera okubangula abantu abo abali mu kibiina ekyo n'abalala abengatadde mu motorsport okuba nga bali informed n'ebintu ebitukwatako ennyo mu muzannyo guno. Kati twagenda okulaba nga ekimu ku bisingo tukwatako ye safety ne safeguarding first aid ebyo byonna nga mu motorsport tufuna buzibu bungi nti oluusi tulolinga eyo gye tubeera nga waliwo bafaani naye nga tebamanyi nakumanya ki ekirina okukolebwa nga abantu bali bafunye akabenje bwe bakafunidde. So your program eyo ezze etambula doza guno gubadde say was day 3. First and second were done earlier. This was the third. So kibadde kijjanga
day one and day two.
Two were different categories. So yanga bagamba nti level 1 level 2 yali level 1 eri level 1 yenge na part N part B kati ne badde part 3 ya level 1 eri. Yes. Okay. So we'll be improving on that like that going forward. So baby mu kwebyo kuba first aid musajja omusanga aguddawo suuti emutuga mulina okuyiga ng'ekyokola ki ng'okikolako. So bebimu ku ebyo bikozaki bitwali tugezaako okuyigiriza abantu oba ASMOCU byategeka okuba nga upliftinga information abantu gye balina ku bintu ebimu ebya safety bitukwatako.
And Joe, you a co-driver. I don't know you
Achari.
Musabatico.
Because
this one you can as well join membership.
Is on the house. You can join Association of Motorsport co-drivers in Uganda. It's a bit unfortunate that occasions zombie training as was about there, but then in a safari and could siri available. Nenga Najirava online, Narava after the day so the advert is the day was the flyer was the day was actually traveling. Gasiri was so managed to catch up with it online. Okulava what was there, but it's a initiative Yo Namunyo. It's a very good initiative. It's rich that even people have come and participated. Ndavyemu kuifanya ndavyeko ndaveyo a few navigators, ndaveyo even some safety marshals and some time marshals and people who are basically around motorsport. Chirungi nyo kumanya this basic what I call survival human skills. Kubanga chiyamba olimu motorsport yes, even in your personal life. But ngawo yogede I think nalina chulira konenga sichina ko information ya manya. I've tried to find out more a little bit what ASMOCU stands for and what it does. And I didn't nyo kumanya bibina first know something about them. Sinafuna chance kunyonyerwa bulungi oba kusoma any document ayogera kwa ASMOCU. So I figured maybe mulimu kana kanganti
constitution.
It will be nice. So okusoma what is there, okumanya where it is going and what the plan is. But it's a very good association. I will encourage very much co-drivers if you can pick something, join them. It gives you room okubuza no kuyiga. In practical life, there are a lot of things that people don't have. I think a platform to pick more of some of these things. So congratulations to the setup, the interim committee, so far.
So the nominations have not yet opened, but I have yet to find out whether you're going to be popular.
Bamemba bwe banansa banjemba savi.
Let me go and serve.
Ndoza
kubanga ability I believe you have.
Chiva akatinga ngabo chogedde nti waliwo abalaba nti autosani kati nizo kubana nzingina kyache njagala okujja okusavingamu ne bamemba ne bangamba ability tujiraba mu kino.
Exactly. Nenga olaze nti you are willing to serve. That's issue number one. That will be better. That is a very good positive step. So
I'm very willing to help.
That is encouraging.
One of the things that the association has going forward, the BNW has to kind of bridge. Previously, the academy. Okay, most had an academy co-drivers. You also training co-drivers, but on an individual basis.
Yes.
I think as an association, we need to. It has to be in unison. Yes. This association, academy ASMOCU, people come and give in different knowledge because everyone has his own experience.
Yes.
Because what are the ones who had felt that experience of co-driving. Ngamobako nemusoka nemkola presentation zamwe as we given you the experience because that time we are so twali mu infancy ngojigezako neba na abalala abazobuzi abatanagenda ko having that feel of a rally car kati ne basoka ne bajibamu ekitengo then you go for practicals ne muzikola. So these guys the senior ones the Musas nabalaba Hussein Mukuye, they would come and polish. Nagamba no, okay, it's good, but this is the best way of doing it. So you was the association, more academy for you expertise you because you guys are sitting on a lot of knowledge. I want to be on stage of a rally like co-driver when Sanga in the previous rally. Okay, my experience Raganti emoka yamalo okubafuna ebuzibu. Teyali so sure of what to do next. Ate ndoza nga talinawo na kigatto tubayita bakigatto nti bakankubireko Aaron oba Joe oba Kesho oba omuntu yenna nti wayi kintabuseeko what do I do next. So when natuka ku scene embuuza what has happened they ask the mechanics bagamba emmotoka tekyasobola continuing you can only restart after working on it. I think they had blown the engine. So nembuza co driver, do you have what do you think is next? Nenga tali so sure. So the driver again nalabanga disappointed because the driver tali so sure. So I asked the co-driver, where's your time card? Najindaga nalabanga baina park for me out. Kasaba ina park for me out nteganya to dem muri muchi muri murali because bali na park for me out nga transport bagenda kola the first stage. So nenga okay, now you guys can do the mechanical thing and restart tomorrow. Indeed they restarted and even they finished but co-driver bad day for some time you get a feeling these are some of the things a bit kubanga biri on your fingertips. Maybe ekisero tabuka kenyo kya kugatta budde ekyo kyo nangolo kyantabuka koko last year but one of the things again I learned nti you must ask the person akuli maso or the person akuli mabega Joe, what's your check-in time? Then no inombozo what's your check-in time? So kuyambako in case you messed up somewhere it's normal no etereza. So there are some of the things that Aaron academy and they are going into the new management, the fully fledged executive because we're going to tebanabeera we on the interim basis kati bwe ne bangeze fully in place. There are things that you know kubeerawo. You say something
interesting. Twali tuli mu race kati nganya okubuuzabuuza those basic questions nengenda mbuuza Omar Mayanja about late booking and early booking. Nangamba if emotoka ekuli mu maaso mwemwe muli ku control ideally webe vaawo wetokubera ng'oyingira for some reason webawo gap nti yegenze tonatuuka think of lateness already nti oba bw'otuuka
yakoze ali
yagamba think of lateness somewhere
bweyingira bweba eruddewo okuvaawo era eba concern ewo lwaki eruddewo bweba egenze nosolaba nga tonakutuuka kuyingira era weebuuze lwaki sinakutuuka kuyingira
evuddewo
lwaki siyingira
oba ntuuse okuyingira ye tenaba kuvaawo
kikekiganye
you check yourself for
the design of this time cards etukozesa kati nzina wali provisional start
ne actual start
kati kiyinza okutabukako ogata provisional start
ku time target time yo
and trust me, either already okukola ale kizibu nnyo okuba provisional start yo
nga yemu ne start
okay it's soboka in a rally but in most cases the oyingira to 13-12 nga it's your provisional start of course that's your checking time in most cases jebatero kuwa then because of delay somehow no yingira wa 13 notandika 13-18 kati bwe singo dia 13-12 ogatta kuzinaana ze bakwadde okukola stage no transport ogenda mu service
oba weetebye eddakiika ttaano
kati ogenda okigatta ekiyinza okutaasa kyokka maybe is asking this person
the person
ahead of you and the person in most cases the person ahead of you kuba ffe twalina mu paala nga tawusifa akubuuza what's your check-in time
ate nga ye muntu waliwoza nti abimanyi
ayina gadgets zonna ayina essaawa check-in time nogimugamba nagamba yeah okay, that's fine. Then no checking, not checking in there, so you have that confidence. I think it's one of the things co-drivers are call. But anyway, the ASMOCU Academy should be on.
I think in one of the statements is about demo meeting here in Ozojukira. Mwami enoklelo yolinga ya proposinga ku kintu kyokutandika academy. Nendoza nga yali akitandise ayagala kitandika nga individually. Nendoza with the discussion yali waawo nozojukira mu meeting eyo bagamba era ndozo batushi ya proposinga why don't we do a joint ASMOCU training school for co-drivers and tukomakola co-driving yokka naye ne rules agamba kundi yonna kuyingira amateeka ago byonna ebintu ebyo nebijjane kubanga you're only a good co-driver ng'omanyi ebintu bino
and you can only be a good driver if you know not. We go in for break. We'll go on break, then Joe makes that submission, and then we talk more other motorsporting stories. All right, we'll be back from that short commercial break. It's the Podium to be back every single Monday from 10 p.m. to midnight, where we preview and review in the world of motorsport. In the case, Aaron Samba, a member, UGANDA Motorsport Marshals Association, okay. Ne Joe Brewer, member. Enduro Club Uganda kati biriba kukiti bikyalimu nze champion wa 2025 mutuuzi break kala chizi yako awali next monday ngena kujja nayo olimu safety deposit box in some bank so naye so agiteeka na waka
katukwe ebimuli byongo okyaliwo
naye award we after my bazigaba then after ne bagamba
ne
bazirikoling for better labeling and enhancement
bazongera akazigo
yani ne bazituletera
nga akazigo kwe kati
naye izaba champion bazita in a special way zizaba sigade it was collective, it was general, never champions those are different. So now as soon as I got in mine and I ran it onto the bank safety deposit box. So I'm entitled to take on
bank anazo zirabi
award
nataka mkesibi
yaga follow cha mayo njogera bank ate
ati kesibi etegeranye bye muzanyo gwafe
take a trophy this is my memento priceless memento
everyone was unaingira bank with the award. Business came to stand still.
Wow.
Baite bashira banga.
Tewagena mukesi.
Najale entourage. Najale gari. Okay. Okay. Prior to that break, join us. We are going co-drivers about
Yeah, but ngena gamba nti fortunately lately about co-drivers, I don't know whether cruise but releasing annual videos is they are on boards. I want to cover how the crews are performing. Mulimu some lapses in their cockpit behavior in terms of reading the notes or responding to them that will probably need to be checked and improved. Then naturally mulimu over time chengenze nzula mu bantu muchogeddeko wano nti banavigator abadde bajja system Musa yali asomesa abantu. There was a wave of very many co-drivers abagenda okujja nga bali progressive bamanyi the notes bamanyi the element of calculating time and even a bit of regulations and a lot of regulations. Ever since that school went, many people have come and picked interest kati bafocusing nnyo mu how to call notes okay reading the pace notes. But even how they are reading them, there's still a bit of gap that can be improved. Kati now you drive over to Chimanyi, you never realize that there's a mistake. Kati nature regulations, no kumanya mateka go na it is lacking. Kati this ASMOCU would do a very good job in trying to polish up on some of those areas. So I will really, really encourage Aaron and the team to make sure that that thing goes on.
Look for Richard Sengendo.
I will give him a call.
My own experience about co-driving is learning never stops. It's a process. It never stops. The issue of the numeric and the descriptive persons. Drivers, everyone has his own understanding those notes. Of course, medium is medium. No genda juba, no genda we sigalate. Not techuka, but there are very many ingredients. Approach, when do I break into that note? Also, one thing I've realized about Ugandan drivers, they need to be a bit more cautious, more risky. They need to give recce time. Katinga part we na pass a bit as per the regulation. We are the supplementary regs. You have two passes, 2 days of recce.
Yes.
2 passes.
Actually, not 2 days. Consider 1.5
days of recce.
Recce is Wednesday and Thursday.
Recce is Tuesday and Wednesday.
Okay.
So, but still. Kati chizibu nyoga tukole group recce. Nti we are
ati ale tekala doza mwaida byo mu supplementary regs. Ne sharing of cars egena kuba a bit limited kuno. So for a group recce nga joba dogamba nti mu motoka tulimu bana oba cruise 3. Okujjawo kiri manyi nti bwemba mu manya abakodreva aba cruise ngezi. Mtu wa motoka crew 2. Ndo wa registration ono ya registeringa muyitawo ne mugenda bamukomawo ono na registering ogusooka kati mu registry crew 2 ezo ziba zakola run big emwemu
kumbe
Yeah, of course,
yakusatu.
of course one. But of course you want to do it for far again. If it's the same stringent for other events, maybe people would be much prepared about it. Neka don't call out on it in Pal. But even other events, ideally,
you need to to some mbere yo. Naindo uzanduza woko mokola reke munji. Yate obo vudde mu kujja kusoma notes ngolaze kuraminga kichono na egundizo era bokola gumu biri tule tereza notes
njagala kigezaako the next time I get a chance to do autocross. On rally day is the day I will give you your road book. On rally day ojja ku control to do your recce no yingira ku control kuwa yo ku control kwenyini when kuwera gundi yo after you've lined up for recce group bulomne ma road book ye now follow go do your pass come back you have 10 minutes to polish your notes go for your practice.
Okay, that and more. That's what we envisage for the sport. Kari, away from that, we brought a session with lots of news about demise event. But it's now 3 years since Craig Breen. We have of course, Yali attesting ahead of the event, and we are vacuum. Teyaddamu it was normal and yeah, I thought it was first to pay tribute to him. Producer Jet work with Fana Nyevi and Motorsport remembers Craig Breen and yeah, he was into that Yali driver wa Hyundai and his demise, of course, what the Mabega where he for the what the Mabega his rallying career. Olabanti really Motorsport lost a very big game.
Yeah, omanyi Motorsport yemo kwezo ndoza sport lwa okulabanti omuntu yafidde mu action. Ne sport that is even ne olokuba balowoza nti Motorsport is a dangerous sport. Abantu otukeke ne bakoze nemwe ku speed yo muduka mutane msigalanga so is a sport omuntu yebe expecting okubanti mubamu fatalities nyingi newe unye kitwalo dala obudde okufuna fatality mu sport dala ku the cruises competing unfortunately we lost Craig even mu training. It was a testing event in a more real action rally. It's now 3 years mufutufu Hyundai charge kuba wala nayo ngayo. He was a very good driver, most especially for that season. Naja kuba muntu mulungi nyo, so probably ako muntu omulungi. Motorsport really lost someone. Manye chitu ekisinga okuluma nti at the end of the day abantu barabavuzi bagoinga ono okufuuka ekirala mu management na biki. Tulaba leero Ben Sulaiman aliko omuvuzi, tulaba team principal wa Toyota Latvala yali muvuzi. So maybe Neil Craig yali bali tayongeddeyo kuvuga, yali bali jamu one of those positions yali bali ziyambe nnyo omuzannyo going forward. So
I think in every way, whatever Gundi he had taken his follow-up in rallying. Yatanika Dala once is actually very good. Yes, he was in Ford, Katingolaba, and he had some flashes of what I call great moments. Nenga tana phone opportunity bulungi kuberanga afunye seat. Nenga when he was doing his occasional appearances mu Hyundai, nga tekawo performance where he actually proved that he might actually be a very good crew member for Hyundai. Erandas yalia yakafuna seat that year for Hyundai, and we are very hopeful that agena kuteka away Mbera, which is going to be very, very competitive, considering that the greats like Oje were moving into semi-retirement. So it was very unfortunate when he went out very early in the year like that. Era chade chiro nyonti teammate Terry and a couple of people managed to brand their vehicles for Craig. Moving forward. Delivery was for the memory
of Craig Breen.
And that's a good way to pay tribute to such a person. I think they say learning never stops. Nafe nga wavozi wa Uganda. We could pick a few things from such things and we put it to use in some of our events. No takeout, yes. Like we usually do go to Dumbaira Rally and we have a stage in memory of the late Charles Muhanji. But it would probably also be nice if we had something put on the cars. Bulomuna Amanya. Nzenja kuvenjiment a stage by Charles Muhanji, but that's it. But here, towards an event, you know, that whole memento, there's a whole story about it. So Rally Croatia knows there was a memento in what? In praise of Craig. So that's something we can also pick, so that what structuring event is affair, nacho tuchogereko. Katfabagala ku branding and motorsport, it helps us to build. Kwali oyaja kwa kumanya whom you're talking about. So you go back okunonyeza ku muntu oyo. You actually finding out a little bit about motorsport and why they are talking about such a thing. So it will be something we can pick from.
Australia Guru, you're in member of the Frankie area. Then Marimune stage, yeah, David Ochaya.
David Ochaya,
one of the departed motorsport fanatic.
Then Bale, probably the IMBC way.
Yeah, Dr.
IMBC.
Yeah, in member of about fatigue, that's delivery. Yeah, Hyundai,
Flat right.
Yeah. In memory of Craig Bain. Kale, some Kama Katondo Mugenza Virenga, Mongolo Momoza, Mirembe, then of course, I'm Sassile and I'm Swako. Kale, event in Yabade Okudukira Craig Bain, Yara Croatia, and Yazine Toyota, Bazemu, Okudominating Anga, Ngai Bachikoz and those they have had 1, 2, 3 for the last 3 events, including Croatia.
1, 2, 3.
And 1, 2, 3, including Croatia, because Croatia had 1, 2, 3. Safari by 1, 2, 3. Because also the fourth round, even Sweden 1, 2, 3. Monte Carlo it was different. Solberg Yawangara but Hyundai Beniga Okao. But since Sweden, Safari not a surprise by the way. Ne on could asphalt at Evazon Bachikola. Maybe Chabade so chuka if Banebadene 2 3 Singa Thierry, Tiada Medins, the front right stage. Front right suspension Yakubie rock and he lost the rally. Now all of our comments that Thierry Akulaga very emotional. I know what he's going through. What some comments says I
can understand, but I do not know what he's going through. No, you understand. You can only know.
In other words, you're saying, understand, knowing is the preservative of Thierry.
No, feeling it is a preservative to him. Navigator way. That's feeding at the same way. No guy. Two things. First of all, Terry Yabadavuga. He's the one who says, I made the mistake. The other guy, for him, he has lost the rally. For him, he has not just lost the rally, but he is the cause of the loss. And Terry, he is the one we were holding her responsible for that error. Because the weight on him is different.
Martin Indala.
So we can understand.
Martin, you understand what he's going through.
Both of them.
Comment Takamoto. Thierry.
Of course, you didn't hear the Kulagambi is in jubilant.
It was difficult. It was difficult.
Yes. But of course, Taka Zengamba Ninza again. There are already Taka at the Metubzab. You win rallies because of other people's mistakes. And misfortunes.
Yes.
So you can't say no one rallied Yawangula in Kenya. Hey, Solberg, Evans, Oje Ebio Mupira, and he lost Evans. One of the stages, I think the rear right, Habio na Vako, and he had to buy the moka Jito wing or Jizaku into service. So you can't say Ogamambu, okay, Tiaga and Yok celebrating because of what happened to Thierry. You only win rallies out of slake. Team Nego Mupira and Ogamambu, you could defend their cousins, so you can't celebrate as a result of that win. But nevertheless, Toyota, Bazemu very dominant this year, and Takamoto could the championship. 84 points. Evans, second fiddle. He's second behind. But Joe, your analysis on the run.
My
Croatia.
two things for me. Croatia was very unfortunate across the board because sinaba kulaba rally erimu drama nga Croatia we abadde otandikira ddala 4 kilometers into the first stage nga Oliver achimazi nga lugwako. Now unfortunately bagamba apart from the skill and preparation, luck has a lot to do with a competitor mugundi eyo. So you can imagine, yes, the battle between Evans and Olivier is lost from the very beginning. So the man gets a cushion because for some reason the whole weekend Evans and Solberg were the fastest the whole weekend. Then 2 stages later Evans nenga achita ochitegera. So his championship, both of them their championship battles are reduced. So the tight for the battle for that particular championship is now put on hold. So you have a new crop of people who are in the picture. Adrian Form was there. I'm going to take away a number of punctures. Kwanga punctures is about them. I haven't started wondering whether it is an issue of Hankook the tire. Never you get there into Vinji Simani technical things. Simani mpira guno gwachi ogwa softy. Bogukola kilometers west itaniko kubuguma, then people begin losing pace. Nate wavuga hard ya solo kuwago netadukanya bulungi. Nate Evans yavuze hard throughout. And he did what? Very good. In fact, him and Olivier were using hard tires. Soft was for backup. Nenga at some point Evans actually had a cross soft on left front, right rear, and then had the other way around to see how you can buzz. Nenga bo. The effect of tires by Bitegera. So the tire punctures, then the cars dropping at WRC2. They were having more or less the same issues. So the seesaw was really great. Kabano wachifu demu netusigaza Takamoto Katsuta, Adrian Formo, Terry Nuvo, and Sam Payari, who actually at some point was actually poised to win the event. Then nafuna puncture.
20.7 seconds behind Takamoto Katsuta.
He was actually leading. Then he got the first not Demavega. So that drama threw everything around. You can see how
Sam Perry actually made the rally on 2 nights. Rally lead overnight and
even started. Then nafuna puncture. Then if you look at Katsuta inheriting the win, you can understand why he's also not happy. Because Safari, he spent 2 days defending his lead. When people were trying to fight and catch up with him. He spent 2 days. So he worked for it. No one, he had no work to do. You're going to crossing a section going to come FF. He's comfortable.
Actually, him, he was like on his dash. Yafna no even crashes. And he was talking to the interviewer. The interviewer was telling him it's a puncture. For him, it's like, no, I'm seeing a crash for Navy.
Is it crash?
Is it crash?
Are they okay?
Are they okay?
You're the rally reader. I was actually shocked. When you look at the video and the reaction about what happened, it's very difficult to openly celebrate, if I put it that way. Yes, you are happy. You've inherited it. Nenga Bobe Nyini Bagamba, it is unfortunate to inherit it that way. They're the ones who are saying it will be sad for you to inherit it that way. It is not good for you to inherit it that way. So automatically, but down playing. Disadvantage Katsuta right now, he has inherited two rallies. He defended, he had a chance to defend in Safari Rally.
This one?
But this one just handed over to him. Kati, Omutainzo Gamambo, no, you did not really deserve it because it was just handed over to you.
Because it was 1 minute and 14 seconds behind Thierry as they headed into Sunday.
For Terry, you can imagine. Terry on Saturday he had retired from competing. Last Sunday, if you look at the margins, time between Evans and Solberg, it is only Evans who was beating Solberg by single digits in less than 10 seconds. Abasigade batandika mu 15 plus. Nga chitu bachitadde feka tuvuge ebyaffe tukomewo. Nenge kirala pose chance nyiza mu gundi eyo that car called the Lancia. very impressive performance on the second
On the
outing.
tarmac.
On the tarmac.
Naye ndowooza wala ne Takamoto yennyini because he said the fifth best time. Mu power stage. Fifth best time. Especially teyabaddewo nti kulwana because he knew second place was
I
well
can't
settled.
catch number one, number two can't catch me.
We also bagawangudde the power stage, getting all the 5 points. But if you look at approach ya Takamoto on Sunday, 1 minute and 14 seconds behind Neville. Chinzaamu kone one rally yaffe twalina a guru, rather Mbale. The difference between Musa Segabwe and Hassan Alu after the first stage was 8 seconds. The difference between Musa Hassan Alu, because we bali ba pace setters Hassan Alu and Musa Segabwe after the second stage was 15.7 seconds.
It kept on increasing.
Yeah, kwa yamukuba 8 in the first stage, namukuba 9.
9, yeah.
Yeah, the microseconds, of course. Then nebamaliza nga ziri 15.7. Then nebajja mu stage endala repeat ya Ali Katumba. Musa alina okuba nga yavaako. I'm yet to have a discussion with him, but he lost 40 seconds behind Ali. So naaba nga ali 55.7 seconds behind Ali. Nebagenda mu repeat ya Dusman Oki namuwangula namukuba Segabwe won that stage by 0.1
of a second.
So
tenth of a second.
So nabanga bamukuba 55.6
yade 55.7
ne bajja mu service then the super special stage
Where you can't
Alwi,
more than 2 seconds.
Musa nakuba Alwi 19 seconds. But Musa had the penalty in that stage
10.
for wrong approach of 20 seconds.
20.
Kachiba kitegeeza ku 19 yamukuba yali asigaddako second emu yokka. So at end of day one baali bamukuba 56.6 seconds. The question was, would Musa have that time reduced to Alwi on day 2? Kubanga Musa yajja mu day 2 stage esooka eya Dr. Arthur Ibisiwe. Nga okay for your tweet yako mu hairpin Aaron, you are the stage commander of that stage. Yali akulaga nti before okutuuka awo yali adduka. Naye unfortunately nduza n'aba kumusanga mba waliwo birocks ebyaliwo in that stage. Alina okuba nga byakuba ne bidamaginga
backstart yange meters nga 3
ne bidamaginga the rocks kati na losing ira wano okiraba ne taka ne TN ye yabadde akkiriza nti second place it's fine. Let me settle for that. Because championship is about amassing points. And the producer ngamba we go in for a short commercial break. Come out, we tumaliza review ya WRC Croatia. Then to preview ingeko good enough to nano mkulu. Limu organization ya Pan of Africa rally. Tujaogana program ya fulumye, night na ya fulumye. Very long rally.
You're not wadde.
Ina wabitu wadde.
Mwako bawa roadbook.
Roadbook mujie sigalile. Tujaje sababu.
Toka bawa reki video. Tubawe soft copy roadbook panya kugabyona
lero simuzitukolere katukomeo. All right, so we'll be back from that short commercial break. It's the Podium. We're back every single Monday from 10 p.m. to midnight, where we preview and review everything out of motorsport. Program is so across the entire world. Of course, the familiar app. You're so downloading a more App Store or Play Store. You will definitely be able to watch Fufa TV. No kwangu uliza 102.1 Fufa Fama. Kalinza Kesh, someone's a program in Aaron Samba, ne Joe Brewer. Okay, prior to that break, try to reviewing WRC Croatia. Yawangudwa Aaron ndo achogeddeko mbu Takamoto yalonze ekyapa mumanyi yene Armstrong balonze ekyapa manya gaabwe after no brother Aaron Armstrong kale Aaron Armstrong balonze ekyapa manya gaabwe Aaron Johnson sorry luvannyuma lwa Thierry anda kulembedde rally okubanga yavudde mu Wolf Power Stage. Having had a lead of 1 minute and 14 seconds heading into Sunday. If you look at the time difference between Takamoto yabadde mu kyokubiri ne Sami Perry yabadde mu kyokusatu, ya promoting idwa by initially. najja mu kyokubiri yabadde 20.7 seconds between him. Ne mbadde mpana example ya event yasembayo, and I've gotten feedback from the listeners about and viewers about incident ya Musa Segabwe. Sikimaze nyanga ekimale ekyo badogezaako yisaawo. The issue is nti Musa's approach on day 2
to catch up
56.6 seconds ku Musa
Hassan
Alwi kyali inzo gamba it's likely it was beyond him. Kati mu day 2 stage esoka na yayenona, then najja na crawling from a stage. Then in fact that stage was won by Alwi. Then stage yokubiri was won by Moses Lumala. Musenwa Moses Lumala. Yalambuze erinnya gye lyava. Musenwa Moses Lumala. Then stage repeat. MBC when wangwa Duncan Mubiru, his first stage win of the year. Surprising to bali of the rally and the year still then nebajamos repeat ya Yasin Nasa Museno na gidamu netulinda mu power stage nti Museno fere sende bazili yao tumusenwa ka Beatrice kiwa na malirize bulungi nnyo atana le moka jatambula. So there was no way Musa Segabwe and Matthias Chiga would catch up with Ari, and I think definitely the reason why they were position Baba disqualifying as a result of outside assistance. Naye chenalabe ku taka even after being second even after being second he managed to go through the power stage and he said the 5th best time. So nga ate wanlowooza nti driver in such a scenario you would want all the maximum points. Alichi yakola embali lozalaba nti you reserved the car for 3 stages because 3 stages yetalabika tiyawangula mu stage on Sunday only on the first stage, but he came on the power stage where it mattered most. He said the best time of 6:24. I think Duncan had the second best time of 6:42.
6:30. 6:30.
Duncan should have been Duncan.
Duncan
then he took all 50 points and
6:32 Duncan.
6:32. A difference of 8 seconds.
8 seconds.
Then Ali took all the 60 points. So in this one, Taka yawangu the rally, and he said the 5th best time. Olivier Solberg, he had to pace mweno rally na very good pace from Olivier. He has okay compensation good for him, and he won the power stage. He won the power stage.
But you see, for them, which was interesting, why did they drive Saturday? Why did they drive the whole of Saturday? Bandi they say never come out Darakuchi ku Sunday because they didn't score points for Saturday. So they would have just retired on Friday, saved the car. They have done it too. I've seen it being done to some crews before. They just don't come back on day 2 if they return on Friday. That format here. Bokola restart after day 1. On Saturday, you no longer value what? You no longer score for Saturday. Super Saturday points. Because Sunday. So this guy did Saturday, which I didn't get the point. Cat never come out with Sunday. Ngabanonya Super Sunday points in the power stage. So that's why the battle between Evans and Olivier was really hot. Ngabanonya the 10 points for that day to salvage something. Nenga zileza main gundi bazi GMO. Payari was leading the rally and Fulamo was Zimunada Muchoksatu. So the gap between them was over 1 minute 40 seconds between number 1, who was Terry and who? And Payari. At that point in time, Katsuta saw quarter the 1 minute of Terry. I think Payari cannot get the 40 seconds of Katsuta. So all of them were now pushing to basically maintain their positions. So Ngabo Gambia, Payari drove. When he was leading, Namainto Namukuwa 12 seconds. Just Zinzi he maintained that throughout 12-13, and he kept his lead until that misfortune. So it is, may I call it driving smart. You've been playing at that area, maintaining it was in Chigale. What happened today was just unfortunate. Quick example, it's very interesting. On day 1, the best you've done is beat the person you wanted to get 50 seconds from 1 second. I think Otoka Novalamu, it might not be very, very possible. Let me misfortune.
The Chendoza Musa's Ajo, who lives out Kunonya Obodobo, a fact inti ye okugenda way off the pace like that ya losing 40 seconds of that issue yafuna mu stage erwa eyokusatu kati ndalowooza maybe mukama naye akimansa nakujja kimansa mpalo ne ali ayinza okuddamu n'afuna ekizibu kye kimu samoya n'aluzinga 40 seconds nate nga tegwe bwaluzingira time eyo nga gwe waluzinze dda toliiwo okukola capitalizinga era ndowooza kyekyakomyawo nnyo Segabo kubanga akyali mukyakomi kubanga ndowooza ne alu yafunayo ekizibu an issue in one of the stages on Saturday n'aluzinga obudde. That's why you see recovering by the way some good time. So we just imagine singa Musa naye yatulebwa naga mumanyi murale yadala ene yaffe gye tuli mweno mu Africa oba mu Uganda gye monitoringa oli akola atya gwe opinion ya in the certain stage kiba kizibu nnyo okugamba nti kankiviireko ddala sigalanga oli sigalanga opushinga osabe
nenga kendeza ku risks
osabe Mungu nti
mu bulungi
Mungu Chimasa mnapu wechamansiza eyange noli chimumansizeyo.
Reading Takamoto's comment because I know 84 points 81 points Evans I know 74 difference ya points musanvu after round 4 of the 14 bagenda Spain 23rd up to 25th of this month there's what we motocross which is upon us as well, organized by MOTORSPORT. Now the difference is okay, is not that, but of course the Toyota's name manufacturers bali way beyond era Uganda era kati wena ko de mbali ya Evans bimbalire because abadde nnyo second for a long time. We thought this year maybe tiering ngeri jatali ku pace oje akola muzimu na uzimu. He has done 2 events this year. He did Monte Carlo and he did Kenya Safari. We had to see the lineup of Spain oba Musano anatekamo entry, but out of the 14 agenda kola ko 10. He has so far done 2, so the 8 are left. The 8 are left. Okulaba nti is going to do the others.
Atatera okukyusa ebirowoozo.
Bwalabanga mugizenga agamba yesu kalengeje kanye ne Lowebu 9 bonna. Kati maybe you get a feeling nti Lowebu engeje yakivira muddala. He has a chance of surpassing Lowebu. So nafune yekumi. So these other guys need to. But of course, a good season for Takamoto so far. I think he's been the most on-form driver.
Evans. Evans, apart from the barring away the misfortunes, Evans has been on pace.
Yeah.
Very good pace.
In 19 events, he has had 2 incidents. In 19 events.
That's consistency.
That's consistency.
Yes.
And he's known for it.
In terms of consistency, yes, give it more flowers. But in terms of form, it's Takamoto.
No, Takamoto.
I can't remember how the rally be alone. To so to in the chiva is the new gamantic convincing omuntu. Wo kale no kale yayi.
Kankubuze. Takamoto is Safari rally again okuwangula rally. Bali okuvamu. Yali jakwani nga bamukubameka.
Bali bamuchapa. Bonna. In fact, bali bonna because I remember Solberg won the first stage. Camp Moran. Mseno na wangula Muzabibu. That was day one. Thierry era wangula the shakedown. Era wangula the shakedown. So after day one, of course, you have 30 seconds ku Evans. Okay. But I'm not Hyundai. To accommodating a Hyundai. No. Mogede ku Hyundai.
It's a Hyundai I want.
Yeah, okay, kali. Then nebaja ku day 2 and Museno yali agezaako kunona. Recovery and indeed yali agikoze. Ne Evans yali wow, very good. In fact, Evans, Solberg ne Museno basatu.
Museno yani
Oje beba wow, but okay. Finally Takamoto nachikola. But I'm very interested in Takamoto's comment. I don't feel that I should celebrate because I was sad for Thierry and Martin and the Hyundai guys. Yeah, that's a comment. Our day as a result of good of the power stage.
But Gita media control. What was Jacob?
The hand of God, and it's a very safe statement.
Would you make the same comment?
I think I would. I think I would. Why? Because it.
Well, being cognizant of the fact that for you to have to win a rally, someone somewhere has to be.
I agree, but you see, it is different for you to jubilate openly. in terms of PR and media.
But he did jubilate after.
No,
Definitely.
not openly.
Yeah, for PR and media.
Kubanga ojjukira usually wali kugundi pasi ligenda okuggwa. You get on top of the car, you celebrate, you hug people. None of that happened. But if I made gundi, you're now the winner. Okay, just wave to come. It is a requirement. People are taking pictures. Yeah, just wave people. Agenda, no comments. So you'll probably do the same thing for media, PR, for the media, and make such comments. Maybe we got them room here. Yes, I'll take it. But I didn't want to take it like that. But I will take it. It's been given to me. So congratulations to Katsuta. He's the only one this year who has won 2 events. Those are, I think, going to Spain, the fact that the road order has now changed, that they are going to soccer muscle. Spain is also it's tarmac rally. Nenga, it is different tarmac from Croatia.
From Croatia, yes.
Because Croatia was a bit slippery. This one's a bit different. So he's going to feel the pinch. A person whom we're going to watch very soon this year is that gentleman called Olivier Solberg and Edmond.
Sami Payari won. He won Musafari. He won the geothermal stage, 2.7 seconds ahead of Musenwa. Nenga Musenwa zinali mu stage ya geothermal. And separating these guys is that was a lappy for more all the P1 cars mu stage ya geothermal, because as I said you watched on Friday. On Friday. Watched geothermal tulako the P1 cars ne P2 cars. Netugamba okumalayo zineziddako kati ntotolako kepiika netuduka mu kedongo nesoka ntuzimalayo zonna lupu neggwa then netumala tugenda mu Muzabibu
for the night one
for the last stage, which was 8 kilometers. But the difference between the times because the motor car, you must look at you can't see it by because what one does is at the stage ya geothermal yere kuwa byonna. You'd see driver commitment mu jump see then how drifting in motor car, then there was a turn that is very sharp, how hairpin into uphill. How does one downshift with much power, then waba downshifting you only takanga lilinga then if to setting and now rallies ezo you must watch them putting on shots with the shots in I'm a person. If you put on one ngateina then ogna sigala nguli welele because one is okole chintu mu situation no way I'm blown away for my that's yakola and those are memories that you always on should we send it towards race or other days for us
other days semenyere okogera kucha Olivier barring
he won Monte Carlo, by the way. He won Monte Carlo and he had won Estonia. We had okwata mukko and
barring the misfortunes, Alazenti is very Murigo for this season. He's a man to beat. Alazenti ateka oppress.
Nemo Sweden yali atambu. Sweden yatambu de bulungi until that misfortune. We yakuba chi ice bank na
ngabo yogera ku Olivier. Byron yambuza. Byron Rugomoka. Ndi Olivier going to Rally 2 was that the missing link to spark him to it? Is one more much I think was yours.
Going Rally 2 yamuyigiriza ndoza ku understanding the yamu ndoza olabene media gundi ennaku zino eyataata okubeerawo olula excited showing nnyo nnyeri ya waggulu ndoza lwali tulina kyeyamuyigiriza ku ekyo ekintu kubanga ennaku zino nze lumu nagambako nogamba taata waki oyongera okujjanga mu rally z'omwana ono nga buli wobeerawo akola ebizibu bingi rally tu kumudimotingamu okwo demotion eyo yamussaako wansi n'atooninga n'amanya when to do the right thing and when not to do the right thing. Bino ebya skill okuvuga emmotoka na biki with the trainings yakola kubanga ya training ne lob for a long time na training he went through all those trainings ate kukuba nti abimanyi tiyali abulamu kwe ku understanding adi olokola ekituufu wa and that comes with time and yali abuse mangu excitement nene niga rally P1 car kola byonna bwe bamuzaayo n'ayiga the basics ezentono z'okuhandolinga ebintu bwe yakomyewo
kubanga
mulaba nti all surfaces mulala bravo mulala snow mulala tamaka mulala
bamuwa Monte Carlo n'abawa. And the other driver we have to look out for was studying this event was Hayden Pardon. His podium, first podium since 2018. But the issue is
Pardon was beaten a minimum of 40 seconds per stage.
Which is okay.
It's not okay.
Driver abadde talina P1 car. Azemu n'afuna seat.
Lwaki tebagiwa mbulira ensonga lwa emu bweti lwaki emmotoka eyo tebagiwa sodo
anti mwaga tunoonye the differences prior to Thierry's gundi okuva mu rally he was ahead by a minute and 14 seconds oyabadde mu kyokubiri mweno rally yabadde the second person in this rally was
Katsuta.
No, Katsuta won the rally. Then Sam Payari won 20.7 seconds
of Katsuta.
Of Katsuta.
Sodo Wakusatu. 4 months.
I'm not pardon we but before 4
months.
Driver what weekend? Correction. Driver what weekend?
I support Evans but Payari is the guy.
Driver what weekend?
By the way, important salary event here. Ndowooza nja kutwala Sami Payari.
Sami Payari. Okay. Pardon Yagambe, as a result we have done it by being a bit technical and having wisdom and being smart.
Okay.
Hayden Pardon his first.
Zituzimba.
Comments nyo Uganda ngendo handlinga pressure wali edi.
Obikola.
Kasa comment ejagwete.
Kale abadda Spain fe wetuli. Inshallah tujja kwa previewing event as well as review it after. Nenga Toyota have been dominant since the season did begin. They have won and those bafunye podiums. By Toyota has won 4 events. I think he won Solberg won Monte Carlo. Sweden. Evans,
Safari,
Takamoto, and Croatia, Takamoto. They have won 4. They have been on 1, 2, 3 for the last 3 events. We only watched the space come Spain. And then, of course, Spain is asphalt. No, about the Croatia, more asphalt. Can we go in for a short commercial break? We'll come out to other motorsport happenings when Uganda as we build up to the Pearl of Africa Rally, which is upon us from the 7th up to 10th of May 2026. Katukomeo. All right, we'll be back from that short commercial break. It's the Podium to be back every single Monday from 10 p.m. to midnight. We're into our last segment of today's program, which happens to be the 13th day of April 2026. Zekesh Iron Sambane Joe Brewer. Your responses, I'll definitely respond to the Nano message ya JB Musisi. Agamanti Bacho Kaleta mu Embale. Era Mansue tagenda vuga rally. Neke bawe anti bakalese. Natekayo entry. Era kyamuluma nnyo.
Jekazi. Kakalinde mu palo, aje mu palo je kali.
Ate mune yes, aganye je mu palo.
Aja kaloze ko mu palo.
Aina points abiri mu musanvu.
Aja kaloze ko mu palo.
Kale. JB agamba nti congrats all of you, members of the International Rally Forum, for the successful completion of the basic fire and fire safety training on 12th April at Ministers Village Hotel in Tinda. Your commitment to enhancing safety awareness and preparedness is commendable and plays a vital role in promoting safer rally operations. The knowledge and skills gained will not only protect lives but also strengthen the overall safety culture within the motorsport community. Well done on this important achievement. You all passed, and we encourage you to continue prioritizing safety in all your activities. Tell Aaron I got 94%.
Okay.
Scoreboard.
Okay, you have 94%. I think he was one of the best students. He. JB Musi.
Mwakoze ne exams.
Abaana bayise.
Interesting.
Okay. JB Musi, read more in the discourse. Kale, away from that into the launch of the Pearl of Africa Rally is on card on Wednesday, which will be the 15th day of April 2026. Wali ku Misil Hotel. Last year, the launch we yali ya producer brother kufananya Pearl of Africa Uganda Rally. It is set from the 7th to 10th of May 2026. Pearl of Africa Uganda. That's a version of the Pearl of Africa Uganda Rally. Launch set for Wednesday. Wali ku Misil kusawa nya. So that will be the 15th day of April 2026. Tubereyo nnyo tuwese omukono ekitiibwa tukume obudde so that we can as well do other engagements. The launch is upon us. Ndowooza tulabe what is in stock. Sponsors also look unveiling their packages and we see how the event will definitely run. I think event bwekyo tutera okufunayo ku crack of the course atera okutuyisizaamuko
Mu event, yes.
Kwa itinerary. But of course we have the itinerary here. Tukenda kuba nga tugiyitamu mpola. So the event is upon us on the 15th of April 2026. Waliko Mestil.
Entry zatandise.
Or the entry is
16th.
21st of this month.
That is next week.
Next week.
Munana mweri.
Yeah. Yes,
Totally sure. We watch the space. Mnana iba akola intro mune chikola maudu. I didn't know it makes news. It makes it makes
Erimo champion wa 2 years.
Kati. Alina seniority. Ena kuja seniority mu 2 years. Take Munana attend the championship Rwanda championship. So Rwanda championship. But you go moka Africa champion until the 22.
That's event 3.
Who else has that record?
Yeah,
after NRC Mopal, after on NRC 3. Kati B
Oba super glow nagula yenkana agenda kuteka ka trophy kubone.
Omaye Mulana we yali competing am 2024. Yali wangu the championship autocross ya 2023. Kati wano ku bonnet kwaliko 2023 national autocross champions. Kati kusaidia engage ya right and ya right. Kati kusaidia left ogenda kubera 2025 to drive. If you look at the program of the rally, Aaron Ayogedeko entries zagulawo ko 16 of last month. March. So you have 1 month. It has been a month and almost a week for entries because 16th of March to 21st of April, that is a month also. I've seen Lawrence members writing stories on FMU website about foreign crews. But the list is endless. Let's hope Akif Virani, Karan Patel, Ahmed Huel, Sam Vora, Queen Kalimpinyane of Rwanda. Very many of them have the interest to compete. Nadala kati abafuna Kanangire abafuna the points that ARC.
Guy by the way.
There's talk about even Davide competing as well. Kati gakwa engage bam disqualifying aluli.
Amani gamode.
Semanyo banajja. Ne ate ne Queen yennyini ya competing. She was demoted into the KNRC. Kati she doesn't have any points. Kati Oscar Ntambi, of course, aliwaka abali ARC, that's a category. Boba Inando's registering up for the practice shakedown. Bajakonda mu a few locals. Abagendo kola.
You register.
You register.
The rules are clear.
You register.
ARC is mandatory, you know kola.
Then if all locals register, what's the maximum number who can do a shakedown in locals?
For
the locals.
Depending on how many we have for ARC.
So for practice, it is mandatory for ARC. Okay, so
the practice and the shakedown.
And shakedown
for the ARC.
Yes,
to be mandatory.
Then the qualifier.
Qualifier is mandatory.
Yes,
for ARC.
Yes. Nebe nabala mwizo kwa shakedown ne mugende kati mutavuga qualifier.
Kwa linjukira.
Basically mba mu setting.
Kirumira yakola shakedown.
Mba mu setting shocks, suspension chiwe bityo. Motoka na.
So you register.
You register.
Okay. Then okusinza ku program reconnaissance eraga nti yadde one ya Tuesday 5th May 2026 as per road book. Then date to a reconnaissance we tita rec ya 6th, when it will be Wednesday 6th May.
Ekitegeeza nabwo kitegeeza kino nti day bwe bagamba day 1 has 3 stages majorly. That is Charles Muhanji, Kaguta stage, and Ankole.
And Kasawe.
Ankole and Kasawe.
Lokali.
Oba osigazzaayo almost stage emu yokka gy'otakozeeko reki ye mama.
For day 2.
Yes. Kubanga ti day 1 oba ovuze 3. Day 1 ena stages 3 empanvu. Kuliko Charles Muhanji, kuliko Kaguta, and kuliko Ankole Kao. So these stages. But entire rally has 5 stages.
Kati kugamba reki day 1, twakitegeeza nti stages ennya zikola reki on day 1.
Stages esatu.
Esatu.
Ku day 2 okola kali ka 6 kilometers akalu kali kika day 2 ne mama zombi zokka bbiri zezijja ku day 2. Is it different from the ones on Saturday?
Zokola ku day 2. Kati akasawe ko kakola direki.
Akasawe ka circuit.
Ka circuit.
Circuit mujja kola ku day 2 evening. Oba nga mumaliza reki ya day 2. That's why day 2 actually it's half day. That's why I told you it's not full 2 days.
It's 1.5.
1.5 days.
In kati why pile 3? Okay.
Yeah, 3 stages.
3 stages.
Challenge
where it oberako nenge you've had the
3
normal
stages. The longest 20 kilometers. The longest distance separating the 2 is 13 kilometers.
So you do Charles Muhanji, you do Kaguta, then refuel.
Refuel and then do Ankole.
Ankole.
Ankole FF almost yeri wamu ne Kaguta. Bozimala dayo okole pass yo yokubiri mu Charles Muhanji Kaguta day 2 boji mazimama ogenda kola reki.
Mugenda kwa monitoring records. Tumekasha tutakola passes bidi.
Yes.
Ate kumanya take a tracker.
Ne tracker kweri. By the way, it's going to be very strict. Ne reki speed eri determined mugundi. Tracker you're supposed to put in a tracker.
Reki speed eri
50.
Cut when you susa
penalty cash.
Emeka.
You just did that.
Why do you have such only for this event?
This is the organizer and the resources available.
Because the challenge is waliwo gundi omuntu gyabadde you have 8 NRCs. There's only this it's a one off where the things are so stringent. You have to follow this to the dot. Then after NRC kati the next month, the next 3 months tuna rallies is set, right?
Next 3 months. Yes.
After
3 months.
3 months. Tuna rally set.
Rally bidi.
Rally bidi. Pal Mumei.
Masaka Kalisizo mu June.
July, yes. You have August steady. So you have 3 rallies in 3 months. Literally in 90 days, you have 3 events. You have an event every after 3 weeks, right? Then we know tugenda okuddayo mu NRC 3.
Ngazi practice zivuddewo.
Toyina tracker mu reki.
Kyeva ngamba buli event ena regs zaayo. Buli event soma regs zaayo and follow those rules.
No, leave on the regs. PAL seems to be, okay, it's a Christmas, it's the ARC and everything. Can't we have these things trickle down to our events?
Budget. Simple as that. Budget.
Because you have a tracker which is going to be monitored at a cost.
At a cost. You have to put
you have manpower on the ground at a cost.
We're probably willing to take a more cost. Other clubs, organizing clubs, are they willing to get the sponsorship to get that for that? Why not?
So you do 3 stages on Friday.
On Friday?
No, okay, 3 stages on Friday. Then the super special stage.
Super special stage.
Is there a new stage? Last year, because the Nazo is Charles Muhanji to last year. Which stage was cancelled?
There are 2 stages which are new, and there are the two stages which are new. Mama is new; he did not do it last year.
Mopal, yes. Never stage we had Uncle Kaune Kaguta. Same stages. They're the same. Same. Start FF.
Nigga, the same stages.
Agomanya. They give us same names because
same names but different stages.
We start your FF.
The name is stages by the way, in all designs, all honest and everything, n'olaba ne bwe basafaarira ale ne sleeping area gye tumanyi ennyo era bayinza okukyusa leero tulip miss tulip 1 turn here and turn so a stage changing like 400 meters bobo ina notice za stage eyo last year
tezikola. Do you remember Desha and Moses Matov?
It is no problem what reading the regs. It's no problem.
So then day 2 you do ndaba you do Rukari kegana ko mukaga
6 kilometers
ngawe kali last year
akajokola power stage yes
ngawe kali last year
yes
kili ya wansi hairpin okay
Ogwega jukola ora.
era jibba
it was the first stage last year
yali first stage last year yongojikiriza
Aya stop down hairpin. Anatera kisomano.
Waji wangu lalira mtu wegende.
Yongojikiriza yali yemo.
Eti achuse eti. Then odem okoleka gutatu refuel then ankoleka ochinalabi you do 3 stages.
Yes.
Okay. Then service Charles Muhanji
ne mama
service regroup technical zone service
ankole
kaguta ankole service power stage Rukari. Aaron, how about the issue of the end of leg pack family remember mokasula collective
yeah it's not better way gamba kati tsawa zino cash these are the regs and itinerary that was sent to the for approval kufia anything that changes will be communicated through
bulletin. Yes. Okay, so Joe, the party is upon us. Prestigious event. I think the last Ugandan crew to win the Pearl of Africa Rally outrightly was the crew of should have been just Mangat.
And
which year? Joseph Kami, 2022.
Gundi yajiwangula dakane mubiru.
Ati yajiwangula outrightly.
What do you mean outright?
Chentegeza.
which year?
Chentegeza overall.
And yajiwangula 2023.
2023. 22 yali
Just Manga
Joseph Kamia.
2023.
23 nziguza RC champion. RC champion.
RC champion 2023 Karan Patel.
Joseph Khan.
2023 Joseph Bongole Joseph Ajaka n'umubiri wangula Pearl of Africa outrightly kanchidemu na tonju kugamba
as in number 1
overall
and Byron Gomoka Kimawanda number 2.
Okay, that's where
Yasini actually had the podium of Ugandans on that Pearl.
Byron Gomoka
Kimawanda number 2 and Yasini
in fact by the way
first outing in the Evo 10
by the way that is when Questia Gundi
Byron we atandikira
Questia Byron atandikira
2023
back
Byron 2022
yeah 2020 Byron Questia championship yanika 2020 mu Palm 2022
okay
that's true. So Joe, Fad is upon us and we simply can't wait.
Yes, we are back to our events. Twina nalabeko ku indicators nti tuyinza okufuna ba international nga bawera muko, which is a nice thing. As usual, tuzeyo embalala. Very fast roads, very smooth roads. There are according to
what makes you say?
Zenaitamu kubanga the conti they are more or less the same stages. If they were the same stages, they are very fast stages. Mwe kwita Muzigame Park tujja kufuna chance okubeera ko Muzigame Park okubeera yekiriyo era nga bulijjo tugenda kuorganizinga bu package bw'abantu ogenda okulaba rally eyo in a group but tunatusobodde tuyinza tufune permission tubayiseko mu game park kuma tufuna chance kola motorsport tourism timugenda mulaba ku motoka namulaba before bino nene mufuna ne ka chance akalambulamuko so twagala kwa naffe tuweka package kaffe kaba fun tugenda tulabe rally ne tufune chance mu tuba tu withdrawinga tulambulemu ko mu mbulo ne ku bintu tetera okulaba tukomere naffe twenyumizemu nti twalabye ku Uganda twalabye ku motoka z'empaka but very excited nti tugenda kutunkane a group of Kenyans and East Africa basically wanawaka tutwale entalo zaffe Battle of Mijingo
last year the organizers bakola ekintu in my view which was a bit unfair to other crews back cancelling stages nebagamba tugenda kukola the power stage a stage eriko points should be driven you can musofunza itinerary mulanga iri stages zijja kukolebwa ne muteekawo embeera power stage nevugibwa iyo stage ya cancelling where power stage it had far reaching implications
yakujjako championship
it had far reaching implications
the points zabula
on the championship kubanga aba ARC wakawoka bagikola
kiti cha stage yo cancelling
late.
Okay, so what caused the lateness?
Incident ya Vora was one of those ones. They have come stage next. It was out and stage.
Incident ya Vora, I think our issue was deployment.
Deployment
of the security personnel stages. The marshals were in on time. I think we had a delay of the police and army into the stage. So we were put on hold until those people are deployed into the stages. Stage number 1, all about starting from stage number 1, El Charles Muhanji, Hakim Mawanda. There was some slight delay for those people, and that caused the delay again. Ne deployment enokutuuka ewange yali stage egina okubeera okubiri nayirangira bit so yali delay ngaawo. So but ate ndoza kitulina okulwanako ennyo the deployment of the security personnel in the stages. Singa tunaba tugitereezezza ojja kwesanga nti ebisinga tuba tubimaze sobola kunenya omusuma bakeera bakeera you give it to them babira ku saa 10 mu kitundu bali kubo batambula bagera ku stages.
Aaron, here's my concern. The technical aspects of the rally they were in place, but the subsidiary police be delaying an event usually. Naye atenga in proper rally preps they are not a prerequisite okubeera mu stage for the rally to take place. Kasabanga ba safety marshals bo they are on ground.
Moso tuli mu closed routes.
Yes. We don't really need police and army in the stages. We need them at crowd control areas, mubyalo and stuff like that. There should be access. Yeah?
But how to get back controlling anga movement yabwe etya kuno chokola ndoza kuno design biza kulabanga the viewing points
zina access routes endala. I don't know wamba mogede nabo as organizers. They have to maintain them because it kills the morale and the sense of the driver. Kubanga muda losing concentration. Atusha ku start his adrenaline he goes back to zero. Then okudama ku rebuilding ayenza kulosing concentration. So along that way. So let's see if we can improve that. But those late things ngabo gambe, it's good to learn from them and check them. Pose ne chairman agera kona ye. Wale chamunyiza nti walo somewhere in between the stages which were supposed to be cancelled for safety reasons. It took a lot of time to make a decision. So Nandi tests that if it's possible in your quick elements, all the technical people can only make a recommendation, but the COC needs to take the decision and very quickly.
So the COC thrives on information received in the stages. When the safety delegate goes into the stages and maybe in his wisdom tries to mitigate or fumigate the problem. Na twala mukubudde nga mitigating nga bwalaba nga kiganye na kivaako na communicating nga COC. I think the COC made the call after the information is gotten tina tejja kusobola kulwaninga tugijemu. Otherwise sigala yaso ochikolingirawo before those things maybe he would have done that.
An interesting thing happened. While the safety delegate were to sanga mukafo.
We are stage yange kukomera wali wa. Yes.
Nga he was raising ruckus. Kati nenalina akatuuka. Bwejanga agamba but people not responding. Nemubuza what is the issue? We are tunya nemugamba okay. Twagala rally leave this particular area with me. Go along your clearing. In his docket he left the safety car to go sigala
zero car.
The zero car.
Double zero.
And they have gama tokachi.
00 I think.
00. Nagama go sigala until this issue is sorted. So our issue was to tell abaliwo bagana closing at the stage if we don't respond. Therefore let us respond. And very quickly we responded. Kati bwe twamala okwetereza and confirmed nakuba esimu nagamba wano wateredde namuga naye nawali emabega wabaddewo issue kati gamba jadde akiride nenzikira nenjoge ne bagaye ane najja na confirming nti kiwedde
the run 2 of that stage nakujja nenkola taping the second run.
Yes, exactly.
So
those aspects, so you the media tell us the fans to conduct classes and behave ngabe twa behaving when we were trying to remove the yellow card.
Yellow.
Well, 2024 the Macarena stage was cancelled due to poor crowd control. Tuvuga transport wa
kilometer stage is okay abantu bagigwamu bulumja yagala okulabako
atenze naina ne sponsor
Era
tekula yo stage yokka
after that
we were the first NRC on the road. We lost sponsorship because of that. We lost sponsorship. Now, producer at Wadelo at ARC 3, ARC 2 by the way, NRC 2 as well, set for Western Uganda. Which districts will cover the event?
We are mainly in the districts of Chiruhura. Definitely Chiruhura.
It is ARC 2.
We may partly be in Tuliantonde. Yantonde is a district of its own?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, definitely. We are in Yantonde. Yantonde, Chiruhura, and Barara.
Definitely Chiruhura and Mbarara. Kale, the event is upon us from the 7th to 10th of May 2026. Last year was the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Mr.
Right Honorable.
Taiwa. Thomas Sewe yali flagging her off.
Titi.
This time round we wait to see who will be the nasubize bintu binagamba agenda kwata mu kusenteze from his personal earnings supporting a female
crew.
I think the Dorin Nasimwes and the rest should take advantage
and
of that.
And whom he so struggled.
Never tell
I saw this man struggling. When I found no bunyanya bwange tujja kulaba.
So watenda sawa wetege.
Sawa watenda.
Kale launch ya lwakusatu fe tujja kubayo God willing to dukomwana ku mani tubatuseeko.
Yes, next weekend abavuzi ba pitch tunayo enduro tujja kubeera Kalama. Entries ziri open.
Where is Kalama?
Kalama is on Mitiana Road.
But Chikonge, but on the opposite tight route again,
Walumala gonna right and gonna left. Entries ziri open. It will be on 26th. Nenga ku Monday tujja kubeera wano and give you more information on it. Never was by pitch mwena. Let us make entry. Era nafe ba fun to get to leve ku.
So it's an enduro. It's a standalone enduro.
It's a standalone enduro event. Omuli JB Achal. Eyali 4-time 2-wheel drive. Co-driver champion kugamba kusinga ko kutonotono katali mwendero katoba gojaddi
sheshagwa kanija kuliendako that is subject to discussion separating such events because on the 26th again there's an autocross organized by 25th organized by MOTORSPORT
different location moreover.
Okay, that's all we've had for you guys. Joe, Aaron, and me, that's all we had for you guys. Jakuda Command, God willing, and I've never heard of Motorsport. Of course, the Palo Africa launch is upon us at Kwale Kumistil Hotel. Aaron, if you direct someone Kumistil, how would you direct?
Kumistil Hotel. Okwati Kuberio, but it under the station road. Erita Arena Mall, over the Kusaya Queen. No kwata eri kubo erigenda erita ku Arena Mall mukwano erigera ku mukwano no malayo bridge oba no ita wansi mu tano no tuka ba kamalayo bridge waliwo separation we gwerako we wali turn right no joining up turn left nga olwetanga agenda ekibuli but no ita ku katono no ita ku left wali yambuka ogwa interest ya Mr.
Kale, tujja kubeerayo, tujja kuddaano ku Monday tubatuusa ku fosa subsequent programs. Tufa TV ne 1.1 Fafama zijja kuba zikola that lot. Of course, tujja kudda ku Monday naffe tugi reviewing. Mbadde Kesharon and Joe, we wish you a good night and God bless.